Today is Father's Day. And man, this day has represented a lot of different emotions for me over the last several years. It took some time of integration after losing my pops to have this day be a celebratory and very magical one. Just remembering that good times, and recognizing that there is no death. Death is an illusion. And so seeing it as a day that we get to celebrate him. And so it's been fun to feel into that. And I wanted to let you guys know that I actually am now proud to say that I'm a Golden Rule partner. GoldenRuleMushrooms.com is a company that a dear friend of mine started. And it is a microdose company that you can use some psychedelics to support your journey through integration of grief or just different patterns that the brain continues to loop and cycle around. Death is a big one. And there's nothing like the mycelium network to get us in the awareness that death, decay, and just that story is a funny one. They call them Niños Santos out here in Mexico. And they are our teachers. The mushrooms are kind of cheeky and funny, and they teach us a lot. And sometimes our brain gets really stuck in patterns. So, what happens with microdosing is that it really just helps support. You're not going to get super high, you're not going to be all over the place, but you're going to have different frequencies and different brain mapping happening, new neural pathways connecting. And this really helps for cognitive function. Just it really helps with workflow. A lot, I mean, really flow state, which is basically where I live. I live in total flow state. As you guys have watched me, people are always like, where are you in the world? Well, I listen and I follow. And so I am in flow state constantly. So I wanted to share with you guys a little bit, yeah, just about my father and about grief and just some fun stories to kind of share with you about how psychedelics have really supported me in the integration process through many, many grief portals. I remember I was living out here in Mexico after he had passed away, and I came back here to just do part of my grieving. And I was sitting on my porch, and in this deep bout of tears, I was just snotty and, just all full of sadness. And then I immediately started hysterically laughing right afterwards because it clicked. And I just was like, oh my God, Dad, you slash me slash we played the exact character story arc to get me to be here now. Thank you. I love you so much. One of my craziest memories many years ago, my dad was talking about how fluoride was in our water systems and it was going to be giving us cancer. I look back now and I'm like, oh yeah, my dad was just 30 years early. So that was kind of my whole relationship with my dad. And he was a free thinker, a liberated mind, probably because he had done psychedelics actually as well back in the 60s. So this is the through line here. Another favorite part of my dad's mind was he was a Libra too. He was about balance. He really supported, quote unquote, the least of these. We would find him on the side of the street with people that were home free. He would love to just chat with people and make them feel really seen. And he used magic as a way of travel to start up conversations with people that maybe were having a hard day or, a challenging moment. So I'm just so grateful that that was one of the minds that raised me, one of my makers. Yeah, I mean, all the circus animals that have continued to be in my life, white rabbits, blue and gold macaws, white doves. He would pick up snakes from the ground, literally. We're from Tucson, Arizona, and he would literally just pick up rattlesnakes. He was just very balanced in his energetics, in fact, because he understood the path of beauty and like kind of like making things look good and as far as like stage performance. So that's more of a feminine trait. But then he also, like, the way he moved his hands when he would do magic and stuff, he was very attuned to movement, which is more of a feminine trait, right? But then he also is really hyper masculine in other ways. So like a Libra, very balanced. um he had a great sense of humor. He really was another Heyoka as well. It's where I get it from, a joker. He definitely would laugh in uncomfortable moments often, which is where I get it from. This is also a very deep sign of neurodivergence. He came from a lot of trauma, honestly. He came from unspeakable unspeakable trauma. And the fact that he was able to change the story and become one of the world's top performers. But yeah, I mean, I'm just so grateful for the archetype that he was and for free thinking. So ultimately, the sacred rebel that he was is why I am who I am now. And today, on Father's Day, I wanted to share with you guys a little bit more about him, who he was. I'll continue to do that for the rest of my days because I am part of his living legacy. And to invite you guys into this crazy flash sale that Golden Rule is having today. So, today only, they have 30% off a few of the different products, and you can use my code 1111 at the checkout. And yeah, get free. Get magical. Get fun. I love you guys. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. We need you. We love you.